Thanks for tuning in. Ham Talk Live will be on the air shortly. Please stand by. Thanks for tuning in. Ham Talk Live will be on the air shortly. Please stand by. This episode of Ham Talk Live is brought to you by Tower Electronics. For connectors, cables, and more, call 920-435-2973 or visit pl-259.com. And by the Ham Station. Get your new radio or antenna by calling 800-729-4373 or go to hamstation.com.
It's Ham Radio with Neil Rapp. Here we go. Welcome to Ham Talk Live. Call in, let's talk. Neil's your guy. Ham Talk Live. Here we go on Ham Talk Radio.
And good evening, everyone. This is Ham Talk Live, episode number 9, the Bill Pasternak Young Ham of the Year Award with Don Wilbanks, AE5DW, recorded live on Thursday, April 14th, 2016. I'm your host, Neil Rapp, WB9VPG. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Ham Talk Live. Tonight on the show, it's Don Wilbanks. He's dared to return to the show to talk about Amateur Radio Newsline's Bill Pasternak Young Ham of the Year Award, and we'll take your calls live in just a few minutes. Last week on the big show, Craig Thompson, K9CT, shared a story from the Palmyra D-Expedition in January, and if you missed that show or any future show, you can listen to the replay on hamtalklive.com or on Spreaker, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, TuneIn, or YouTube. Tonight, we want to take your calls as always, so in just a few minutes, be ready to call in. You can call us on Skype. The username is Ham Talk Live, or you can call us by telephone. The number is 812-NET-HAM-1, 812-NET-HAM-1. And also tonight, we're going to give you a chance to win. We're going to have a contest, so have those dialing fingers ready. Also, we want to share with you some exciting plans coming up soon. Our Dayton Hamvention preview will start next week. Leading off on that is Frank B4WS8B, and he'll be here next week to talk about this year's Hamvention Award winners. And in the weeks to come, we'll be joined by the General Chairman and official spokesperson for Hamvention, the Instructor Forum and Youth Forum moderator, and the Director of Dayton Contest University. And the night before Hamvention, we will be broadcasting live from Dayton with you, the listener. You'll have a chance to visit a live broadcast of the show if you're already in Dayton, or you can call in while you're on your way to Dayton. Or if you're stuck at home not going to Dayton, we'd love to hear from you. So keep listening and watch our Facebook and Twitter feed for all the details. Also, we're working on some Ham Talk Live shirts. If you're interested in one of those, drop me a message on Facebook or on Twitter. We're trying to get a number together to order. So if you're interested in that, let us know, and we'll put some more details about that out on Facebook as well. Well, Don Wilbanks, AE5DW, is coming up next after this word from Tower Electronics right here on Ham Talk Live.
Your host, Neil Rapp, walked into a bar. Please enjoy this commercial break while we wake him up.
This episode of Ham Talk Live is brought to you by Tower Electronics. Tower Electronics has been the Ham's dime store since 1978, bringing connectors, antennas, cables, and other parts to the world. Scott and Jill travel the country bringing their store to you at Hamfest, but you can also order online at pl-259.com or by calling 920-435-2973. Stock up on those supplies like PL259 and end connectors, audio cables, mobile antennas, and ham sticks. Their silver-plated end connectors are even in use on the International Space Station. Tower Electronics is a dealer for MFJ, Comet, Daiwa, OPEC, Workman, and Ham Pro technologies. Tower Electronics, online at pl-259.com, proud to sponsor this episode of Ham Talk Live.
Two antennas met on a roof, fell in love, and got married. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was excellent. You're listening to Ham Talk Live with Neil Rapp.
And we'd like to thank Tower Electronics for sponsoring the show. Don't miss Scott at the Madison, Wisconsin Hamfest and Jill at the Belton, Texas Hamfest on Saturday. Or visit their website at pl-259.com. And upcoming shows include Calhoun, Georgia, Cedarburg, Wisconsin, Sandwich, Illinois, and, of course, Dayton, Ohio. Be sure to listen to the show every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here on hamtalklive.com, and also check out our Facebook page and Twitter feed. Just search for Ham Talk Live. Brave enough to return to the show this week is Don Wilbanks, AE5DW. Don makes history tonight by being the first guest to make a repeat appearance, and with any luck, this won't be the last. You know him from Amateur Radio Newsline and Ham Nation. His day job is working at the iHeartMedia radio stations in New Orleans, producing commercials, and formerly an on-air personality. Don is a native of Shawnee, Oklahoma, first licensed in 1995. He's an extra class and an active volunteer examiner. And he drives a Trans Am that might just be cooler than the Firebird I used to have many years ago. From Picayune, Mississippi, it's Don Wilbanks, AE5DW.
Well, that's quite an intro. Yeah, I was looking on the hamtalklive.com website, and I noticed that I'm the first repeat offender. So
yeah, you are.
I've got
Kind of
that going
scary.
for me,
Yeah,
which is nice.
yeah. It was a '93 Firebird. It was the first purchase. As soon as I got my first teaching job, ran out and bought a Firebird.
Cool. Well, mine's a '78 Smokey and the Bandit car, so yeah, it might be a little bit cooler.
So yeah, just a little cooler. You put some effort into that vehicle, so.
Well, all I've really put into it is money. I mean, I really haven't had to do much to it. A new alternator, and that's really about it. So.
Well, I had brake issues. I had brakes that would lock up. The brake lines, they would test them one direction, but the GM brake lines would not work the same in the opposite direction, and I locked up 2 sets of brakes on that car. It was.
See, I have just the opposite.
Crazy.
My daily driver is a 2001 Firebird, and I have to be really, really careful driving in the rain because those brakes get very wet very fast. And I first discovered that in the rain as I'm driving home from New Orleans one day. Traffic was kind of heavy, and I hit the brakes, and nothing happened. I'm like, holy crap. So I learned very, very quickly to leave that extra buffer space between me and the car in front of me when it's raining, as it has been the last 2 days. So, yeah, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, I remember they were a little slick.
Yep.
So, yeah. Well, enough of that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this second Bill Pasternak Young Ham of the Year award. So tell us about the award, how it got started, and we'll go from there.
Well, Bill Pasternak, the late great WA6ITF, who was one of the founders of Newsline, 30-something years ago decided that he wanted to honor young amateur radio operators who were doing something cool with ham radio. And this was back, I want to say, Newsline got started around 76, so this would have been probably 78 or so that he had the idea. And Yazoo was on board from the very beginning, and CQ Magazine was on board from the very beginning as well. And that's how it got started. They just decided to start honoring these young hams who were doing something kind of cool. So that's kind of how and when it got started. And it's amazing. What are the criteria for being awarded this? Well, you just have to do something kind of cool with amateur radio that either furthers the state of the art of ham radio, or something cool with ham radio that does something neat for your community or whatever. We've had people who have been net control operators for one instance, the Florida wildfires several years ago. A winner who was from New Orleans from '93 won. He was 16 years old, as I recall. He was manning one of the I'm blanking. Anyways, during a hurricane, he was one of the shelters during a hurricane.
Oh, shelters.
No,
Okay.
no, he was at a shelter, and he was basically the only one with a radio, and there wasn't anybody there kind of in charge, and the roof blew off, and he got everybody kind of together and made sure everyone was safe and got the word out. So that's one of the things that he won for. One of our winners from Houston a few years ago, as a young ham, was teaching astronauts how to use amateur radio for their trip up to the International Space Station. So the awards are as unique as those. The reasons for these people winning are as unique as the kids who have won them or the young adults who have won them. So it's kind of cool to be around these kids.
Yeah, the ones that I've met and heard about, it has been a wide variety of things. Some of them are into contesting, and some of them are into the near space stuff, and there's just all kinds of diversity in those recipients. So that's great. Well, tell us about some of these recipients. What have they gone on to do? I mean, it seems like that these award winners just keep going on to do all kinds of great things after high school and after college.
Yeah, one of the very early winners went on to be a doctor. We have Padraig Lysandru, one of your students, who went on. He is now working with SpaceX and going to college. And in fact, he was pretty heavily involved with the recent landing of the SpaceX rocket on that barge out in the middle of the ocean. He was involved with that, so that's very cool. The winner before him, I believe, Erin King, she is going to MIT, and she has been interning with Google. And one of the things she was working on was the Google Loon project, which was a high-altitude balloon project over in Australia to bring broadband internet to the whole entire continent of Australia. So it's amazing what what they've gone on to do. Just very impressive young adults.
Yeah, I just keep hearing what these kids have done, and they've gone on, and it's kind of like we almost need to do a reunion and see where are they now.
We have been talking about that forever, and eventually that was one of the things that Bill always talked about wanting to do, and we didn't make that in his lifetime, but that's one of the things that I think we should do, and it's something that's it's kind of on the back burner, and we're going to do that eventually one of these years, I think.
Yeah, that'd be great. And of course, Patrick, I keep up with him since he was one of my students, and he's finishing up at Cornell. He's got another month or so to go, and then he's headed out west to SpaceX, and we're going to have him on the show right in between. He's got like a week between Cornell and going out to SpaceX, so we're going to have him on to talk a little bit about the Young Ham of the Year experience as well. So tell us about this nomination period. This is why we're doing this right now, is to promote the nominations for this. So who should be nominated, and why should they be nominated?
Well, anyone who is under the age of 18 who lives in the United States, including, I believe, Hawaii and Alaska, and also Puerto Rico, I believe, and also Canadians are eligible as well. All the information can be found on the Amateur Radio Newsline website, which is arnewsline.org. There is a YHOTY tab at the top, which stands for Young Ham of the Year. And basically, any young person under the age of 18, again, with living in the United States or Canada, is eligible. There is a whole form, a nominating form, outlining exactly the kind of things that you need to submit. And we've got I think at last count so far this year 3 or 4 nominees, which is good. The nominating period is open generally from March through June, I believe. The end of June, I think. Yeah, from March, April, May, and June.
Yeah.
Right, June 30th is when the nominating period ends, and then we get the Young Ham of the Year committee together to decide who the recipient is going to be, and then we will meet in the Huntsville, Alabama Hamfest, which is exactly 3 months after Dayton. It's the third weekend in August in Huntsville, Alabama, and that is where we honor the winner for Young Ham of the Year.
Well, that's great. So be sure to go to arnewsline.org, check the YHOTA or Yehoda.
Yeah, YHOTY.
Yehoda?
YHOTY.
YHOTY. Okay.
Yeah, Young
we
Ham of the
need
Year.
more. We need more acronyms.
Exactly. Why?
Yeah.
Why, honey?
Yeah. Why, honey?
No, why,
Yeah.
honey?
Yeah. Patrick came back from Cornell and said, we figured out everything that needs to happen in science. Everything is a TLA, and I'm like, okay, what's a TLA? And he said, it's a 3-letter acronym.
Yeah.
So they had a 3-letter acronym for 3-letter acronyms. And so everything has to have an acronym. So
Well, we have 5, so
there
we
you
must
go.
be really advanced.
Yeah, you're really up there. So
And
yeah.
we have a 5-letter acronym with actually 2 ways to pronounce it, either Wahadi or Yahudi. So
Yeah.
take your pick, whichever one floats your boat.
So go to the website, check out the criteria there, and there is some documentation there that you need to fill out and include with that. So make sure you go there and check that out. And if you've got somebody in mind, why nominate them? I know we're going to be sending some, and I know some other folks that have been talking about it. So there's more forthcoming. So
And the
we wanna
criteria-
get those names out there.
There is a criteria that you have to follow. I mean, you can't just, hey, my kid's an 8-year-old. My kid's an 8-year-old extra. Give them a radio. It's way more than that. We don't give the award away just because you're an 8-year-old extra or whatever. My kid's net control for the weekly net. I think he should be Young Ham of the Year. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but you have to earn this. There was one actually a couple of years ago. We did not do a Young Ham of the Year award. This is the only time that we did not present one because we didn't feel that we didn't get. I won't say we didn't get any deserving nominees, but we didn't get any nominees that really, really stood out. So rather than give it away just for the sake of giving it away, we decided not to dilute the prestige, I guess, if you will, of being Young Ham of the Year, and we decided to not give it away that year. And of course, there is precedent for that. Dayton did not give away an Amateur of the Year a few years ago for basically the same reason. So, it's not a, hey, my kid has a license, can he be Young Ham of the Year? Well, not necessarily.
Right, but get the nominations in, and
Absolutely.
It does need to be somebody who's over and above the norm, I guess, would be the best way to put that.
Yeah.
So tell us what the winner is going to receive this year as much as you can, and a little bit about that presentation at the Huntsville Hamfest.
Well, the winner gets a trip to the Huntsville Hamfest with their family, which is really cool. Yezu, being one of our corporate sponsors, they get a lovely gift from Yezu, which is neat. It's the last few years has been an 817, which is a cool little radio. I'm not sure what they're giving away this year. Probably another 817. And,
the rumor mill is, I don't know if this is correct, but the rumor is the 817 is being replaced.
Well, see, now there you go. I don't know. Could very well be. But anyway, I know that's what they've been giving away for the last number of years is the 817, which is a cool little radio. CQ Magazine has some neat stuff. Typically, there's something from Heil Sound, another one of our sponsors. Radio Waves Antennas has come on in recent years, and Emmett normally has something for the winter. Space Camp, there's a trip to Space Camp, which is always pretty cool. And that's what the winter. Oh, and a plaque. We do a plaque, and we've got about a 15 or 20 minute ceremony at I believe it's at 2:00 on Saturday afternoon of the Hamfest, where we kind of get everybody together and we honor the Young Ham of the Year, and it's a true honor. For me, I feel that it's a true honor to be able to do that. It's something I look forward to every year. I absolutely love being part of the Young Ham of the Year award.
Yeah, it's a great thing, and we always have to joke about yelling over everybody.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, the announcer down there, which he does he's the best Hamfest announcer ever. But
oh, you're right.
But he's always like, why don't these people listen?
Well, we're doing it right in the middle of the Hamfest, and it's Saturday, the busiest day, which, of course, you want to have it there for the widest audience possible. And the Huntsville Hamfest has been the home for the Young Ham of the Year award since I've been licensed, since 94, 95, I believe was the first year, which was the year that I got my ticket. So I've only missed 1 year going to Huntsville since being licensed, and that was the year that we did not give the award away. So Huntsville is a great home. We love being based in Huntsville, Alabama, and we hope to be there for a long time to come.
Huntsville, I always describe it as the easiest, classiest Hamfest out there. It's just so easy to walk in and get to, and if you can stay next door or even just a block or two away.
Yep.
And the facility's great. Things aren't caving in, and
nope,
we don't have raw sewage everywhere. And it may not be as big, but it's a great facility.
It's easily, I would say, probably certainly top 10, and maybe one of the top 5 Hamfests. It's certainly one of the friendliest Hamfests you're ever going to be to attend.
And that's their trademark.
It is their trademark. And the coolest thing is, it is all under one roof. You have, on one half of the Von Braun Center, you have the flea market area, and then on the other side, you have the vendors and the manufacturers. And it is like a mini Dayton, except everything is under one air-conditioned roof. And North Alabama in August can be a little bit uncomfortable.
Yes,
so to have that
can.
To have that all under one air-conditioned roof is just the coolest thing. I love the Huntsville Hamfest.
It is. It's.
And to find out more information
on
that, their website is really easy to remember. It's hamfest.org.
Yeah.
So go to hamfest.org and you can find out. They have, of course, reduced rates for hotels. The main host hotel, which is the Embassy Suites, is actually connected to the Von Braun Center by a sky bridge. So you actually you never have to get out in the weather if you don't want to.
Yeah, I love staying over there across.
Yeah.
And then you can go back and forth and lock your
Yep.
stuff up, and
Yep.
it's great. So
Great Hamfest.
very, very well done Hamfest. And so nominate somebody for this, or maybe you can go and watch the presentation and check that out, because it's a great experience. Well, we're going to take our other break, but we'll be back with more with Don Wilbanks and your chance to call in and win. We're going to try the game show thing again, but this time we're giving something away.
Really?
We'll be back. Yeah, and it's pretty big.
That's a high-class
It's
show
pretty
right
big.
here.
So we'll see how that goes right after this message from the Ham Station. This episode of Ham Talk Live is brought to you by the Ham Station. For 35 years, the Ham Station has brought new and used radios, antennas, accessories, and equipment to the amateur radio community. Give Jeff or Dan a call at 1-800-729-4373 or order online at hamstation.com. Hamstation carries all the major brands like ICOM, Yaesu, and Kenwood. Shop from a wide selection of radio scanners, MFG accessories, Heil Sound products, Mirage and Ameritron amplifiers, Cushcraft antennas, and more. Easy online shopping and fast shipping are waiting for you at hamstation.com or call 1-800-729-4373. The Ham Station, proud to sponsor this episode of Ham Talk Live.
Ham Talk Live with Neil Rapp. My shack are yours.
Welcome back to Ham Talk Live, thanks to the support of the Ham Station. To bring you Ham Talk Live each week, Dan and Jeff are just a phone call away to answer your questions about a new rig or antenna. Call 800-729-4373. Don Wilbanks, AE5DW, is our guest this evening. Our topic is the Bill Pasternak Young Ham of the Year Award, and we're going to start taking calls here in just a moment. So go ahead and give us a call and ask Don about the nominating process, the award ceremony, or anything you'd like to know. Give us a call on Skype at Ham Talk Live, or if Skype isn't your thing, you can call us via telephone at 812-NET-HAM1, 812-NET-HAM1, 812-638-4261. So we'll take some calls here, and by the way, I know you can't hear the audio, but I found this song called New Orleans. You'll have to check it out. That's what was playing there. We picked that just for you.
Oh, great.
So give us a call here. I know we've got one call we're expecting. If I believe we have a Young Ham of the Year Award winner giving us a call here in just a minute. I
cannot wait.
Saw she tried to text earlier, and I was too busy with the show to try to figure out where she was. So hopefully she'll give us a call here. But if you have a question for Don about the nominating period or any of the things, well, give us a call, 812-NET-HAM1 or Skype at Ham Talk Live. Well, how are things going with Newsline these days?
You know, we're getting there. We're having an issue though, and I can't quite figure out what it is. For some reason, we're having trouble with people who are playing Newsline via Echolink, and they're using a thing called Echo Producer, which is an add-on to Echolink, and it works fine for some people, and for others it doesn't. And we have yet to figure out why. It has been driving us crazy for months now. So once we get that figured out, I think we'll be just fine. We've got some new talent, which is really cool. You're one of them. One of our new guys voicing stories for us, and we appreciate it so much. Just you do a great job, and we're so happy to have you on the team. Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT, has taken over the writing duties, of course, for Bill. Hard to believe it. It's been almost a year now that he's been gone. But you know, we're doing our best to continue on, and it's a labor of love.
It's been a lot of fun, and I just too had the issue with Echolink and finally found a way around everything. So,
well, share whatever you did with me. Yeah. Share whatever you do with me via email. We don't want to bore everybody about that, but
we'll do.
Because it's working for some, but not others, and I have yet to figure out why. So
we have a young lady on the phone here that's waiting on us. Anna, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you guys?
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
I'm better now.
Well, that's good to hear. I've been listening to the show a little while here.
You're the one.
Yep, she's the one that's listening.
Oh.
We might have two. I don't know. There was another caller trying to get through here a minute ago, so we may have two.
Well, I have a question for Anna. How has being Young Ham of the Year, because Anna is our current Anna VLW0ANT is our current Young Ham of the Year. What's this year been like, being Young Ham of the Year? How's this year been treating you?
It's been pretty awesome. It's kind of weird, actually. I've been to a couple Hamfests since Huntsville, and on both occasions, I've had people recognize me and come up and have they talk to their kids, and it's just kind of surreal, honestly.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's so cool. So remind us again, what was it that that got the attention of the nominating committee to select you as Young Ham of the Year?
Well, Don, I guess that's a better question for you than I, but I can tell you what I've done in the past, if you'd like me to go that route.
Yeah.
So I got my license when I was 8 years old. Got my general a year later when I was 9. And since then, or since that time period, I had done a lot of talks and speeches at different events. In 2011, I went to Contest University. I'm a big contester. I also ended up going to Costa Rica on a de-expedition a few years back. So yeah, I think it was just the fact that I had been in the hobby for a while and that I've been enjoying it that might have caught the attention. I'm not quite sure.
I think that's it. The fact that at such a young age you jumped in and became. I mean, you've done stuff that older or more seasoned hams, or maybe hams that have decades and decades under their belt, have not done for one reason or another. You have jumped kind of in the deep end and swam like a fish, I guess.
And she's going at this near space stuff now. She's
got all
true. That going on.
That's true. So, yeah, that's so yeah. You're a very deserving winner, and we're so proud to have you be part of the Young Ham of the Year family. You'll be part of our family from now on. So whether you like it or not, you're stuck with us.
Well, like Neil was saying, thank you, Don, by the way, for the kind words. Yeah, I'm into the outer space stuff nowadays. I have a school program that we do high altitude balloon launches with. Yeah. Our next payload launch is in a couple of days, actually. I think it's about a week and a half away. And we're going to be sending up a bunch of things called Pong Sats, which are little experiments that fit in the side of ping pong balls. So that should be pretty interesting.
Well, that's neat. You know, that seems here lately, the high altitude balloon stuff seems to be a trend with some of our winners, like Erin King. What brought her to our attention was the video that she did when she was accepted to MIT. The acceptance letter came in an aluminum tube with instructions to hack the tube, do something cool with it. So she put a GoPro on it, attached it to a balloon, and sent it up to 91,000 feet and recovered it, and documented that with about an 8 or 9 minute GoPro video. And you can find that if you look up Erin King balloon, ERIN King balloon on YouTube. It's a pretty neat video.
It is. And I saw that at Dayton at the youth forum. When she presented there, and I mean the video was just fabulous.
So I believe I was there with her or with him. Sorry, with Neil at the youth forum, and she's incredible. I hope one day I get to see her at either Dayton or Huntsville.
Yeah, she's. I was hoping she would come to Huntsville. She's been so incredibly busy, but yeah, she's amazing. And all of the Young Ham of the Year award winners that I've been involved with in the last 21 years, each one, it seems like, just amazes me more than the one before. And it's just, I tell you what, I've a lot of people complain that it's kids these days and the world's in trouble when you look at, these are the kind of people that are going to be running the world. Well, let me tell you something. If our Young Ham of the Year winners are any indication of the people who are going to be taking over for us old folks, and I say that in a relative way because I'm 55, I'm firmly convinced that there are way more good apples on the tree than there are bad. Way more good people in the world than there are bad, and way more good kids in the world than there are bad. And if the majority of them are like the people that we've been giving this award to every year, I think the world is going to be just fine. So I have hope, and so I'm not real worried about the future, because people like you, Anna, and Aaron, and Padraig, and all of the other winners, that the names escape me now, that I've known for the last 21 years, they're going to be the ones running this world for us old people.
And you got to be nice to the nerds.
Well, yeah, exactly. Nerds are going to run the world. So yeah, I think the world's in good hands with people like you at the helm, Anna.
Right, and it all kind of goes back to the mentors I've had in the past. You, Don, and Neil, and Brian, N5ZGT as well.
Yeah.
All of you guys have just made the young people in this hobby 10 times smarter. So thank you for that.
Yeah, Brian Milshofsky, N5ZGT, he is a former Young Ham of the Year winner. So yeah, he's one of the family as well. So like I said, it's just each one seems like just every time I think, well, I can't be impressed anymore. The next year, it's like, holy cow! So yeah, it's so much fun and humbling, and such an honor to be involved with this whole Newsline and Young Ham of the Year thing, and it's because of people like you and all of our winners. So thank you so much for making the Young Ham of the Year thing such a cool thing for those of us who are involved in it.
Well,
Anna, thanks so much. Yeah, thanks so much for doing all that you do, and thanks for giving us a call tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
no
hope to see
problem.
you in Huntsville. Hope to see you in Huntsville this year.
Yeah, I hope to see you too. I'll see if I'll be able to make it.
Good.
Oh, that'd be
Bye.
great.
All right, sweetie.
All right,
Such a treat.
there's Anna. Yeah,
Such
yeah.
a treat.
and she's
I had
got
the best
years to
had
go
the best
yet.
time. Had the best time hanging out with her last year in Huntsville. It was just just the best. She has got quite a sense of humor. Still waters run deep with that one. Let me tell you, she is funny. She's very funny. Oh my God, she's just such a sweetheart.
Yeah. Well, couldn't ask for a better winner from last year, and
You're
we'll
right.
see who the winner is this time around. So make
And
sure
a
you go
great
to
family too. The whole Veal family is just
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, absolutely. So go to arnewsline.org and make sure you click on the Yehudi tab and get that filled out. So we've got a few minutes here, and we wanted to try something new with the show, and so we're going to try to do some live contests. And Don, I know you are a big fan of WKRP in Cincinnati, like I am.
Yes, I am.
Because we work in radio and we realize how real a lot of that stuff is. like the time that they call up and say, well, why didn't you say that the radio station was off the air? Well, the radio station is off the air. How are we going to announce to you that the radio station is off the air?
Exactly.
The radio station is off the air. So there's all kinds of great things. Of course, the turkey drop was always big, but there was this one episode where Dr. Johnny Fever and Venus Flytrap had to come up with a contest. So in the spirit of that contest, it's the game show music once again. In the spirit of that episode, it's time to give you sort of a chance to win a special prize just for you. It's time to play Name That Rig.
I'm frightened.
So, you probably should be. But
Yeah.
here's how this is going to work. You give us a call. It's 812-NET-HAM1 right now. Give us a call. And Don's going to be here, and Don's going to try to play this too. And you can either take his guess or you can take your own guess. So give us a call, 812-NET-HAM1, and it's going to be your chance to win. So, and we have a very special prize just for you. And we do, unlike last time we did this game show thing with Don, we do have a consolation prize this time, because last time we said we weren't even giving away any rice-a-roni. So,
the San Francisco treat.
The San Francisco treat. So
That's
we
right.
do have that. Okay. So
Chicago,
you got a call.
609.
Yes. Yes, you got a call. Oh, and we have a call.
Oh, no.
We have a call. We have our contestant, and I think I know who our contestant is, but I'm going to ask anyway. Who's our lucky winner?
Well, this is Andy, K9AWM in Indiana.
Oh, I was right. Hi, Andy. And thank
Hello,
you
Andy.
for for giving us a call. So here's how you play Name That Rig, okay? I'm going to play an unaltered recording from a genuine, real, produced, not homebrew, amateur radio. And what you have to do is you have to tell me the make and model of the receiver that they're using. Okay, so you listen, and then Don, you're going to listen and make your guess, and then Andy, you can either take his guess or you can make your own guess. But if you get the make and the model of the receiver correct, you win your very own brand new ICOM IC7300. So how's that?
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That
That would be awesome.
Your
Wow.
very own IC7300.
Holy cow.
Wow.
This is
So-
big time right here.
Now the
This is
pressure's
it.
on, Don.
No kidding. Yeah, I know.
No pressure. Yeah, no pressure, Wilbanks. Here we go.
God.
All right, here you go. You got to listen. All right, here it is. Okay, there you go, Don.
Well,
I'll even play it again for you.
Yeah, play it again. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say that is a Swan 350.
Okay, that's Don's guess.
That's my
Andy?
guess.
Well, since I don't have any better guess, I guess I'll jump on the Don bandwagon here and go with the Swan as well.
Oh, you poor soul.
Okay, so Swan 350 is the final answer.
Well, it's
We'll-
what's the one
we'll
we're
go
going
with the final
with?
answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. But I'll tell you what, you about gave me a heart attack because you're really, really close.
Really?
You're really, really close. So here's the answer.
Wanted to show a quick video of my Swan twins. This is
Oh.
just the 600R.
Wow.
Wow.
So I had the make right.
You had the make right. You just had the wrong one.
Holy
Oh
crap.
my! Well, we were
Wow.
closer than I figured we were.
That no kidding. So I started to say 500 CX because I actually had a 500 CX. And so wow, that I'm wow.
Yeah.
That's-
That was close. Well, let's see if we'll give you another chance to win, Andy. So you can win an official Ham Talk Live glow in the dark rubber duck, not an antenna. It's a real rubber duck. If you answer this question correctly. Who's the tech CEO Ham? A, Larry Page, the CEO of Google. B, Brad Smith, the Intuit CEO. Or C, John Scully, the former Apple CEO.
Oh my gosh! I don't know either of them. So when in doubt, go with C.
Oh, that's correct.
Hey, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah, John Scully, the former Apple CEO, is K2HEP. So you're the very first winner of the Ham Talk Live glow in the dark rubber duck. So
Well,
Andy,
what do you
I
know
will
about that?
get that to you, and thanks for playing the contest nobody could win. I mean, name that rig.
No, but we came close. We came close, Andy.
Oh, you
Congratulations
did.
on the rubber duck. That's cool.
Yeah, well, you take what you can get.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
That's hilarious.
All right. Well, hopefully we had some fun with that. Thanks for playing along, Andy. I'll get that to you. And Don, thanks for being here. We've got 50 seconds left, so I got to read my closing here. But
All right.
thanks so
Well,
much for
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
for
it. Had
coming
fun.
on and talking
Thank
about the Young Ham of the Year award. So that's a wrap for this week's edition of Ham Talk Live. I'd like to thank my guest, Don Wilbanks, AE5DW, and all the callers and listeners out there in cyberspace. And I invite you back next Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time when Frank B4 WS8B will be here to talk about the Dayton Hamvention Awards. For a list of all of our upcoming guests, visit hamtalklive.com. So for now, with Don Wilbanks, AE5DW, this is Neil Rapp, WB9VPG, saying 7375, and may the good DX be yours.